So this is day 1 of my bariatric diary that I'm starting. I'm having surgery during the global pandemic, during coronavirus. I've seen plenty of videos online about people's journey before they have bariatric surgery, but I really haven't seen any during coronavirus. So this is it's kind of a scary time, but I've waited so long and I've been through so much to get here. I started the process of a bariatric surgery of trying to go. So it's a long story. Okay, so I first started the process of looking into bariatric surgery about 2-3 years ago. But what happened was I enrolled in a program in the state I lived in before in PA. And then my husband, right before I was finished the program, right before I could finish and have the actual surgery date, my husband's job, he got a promotion at his job, so we had to move. So we moved quickly, and we had to move to a different state. So I couldn't go back to the previous state. It was too dangerous, and it would have been too hard and complicated with my insurance to go back to the state that we lived in before and try to have it done there. So we got settled in here. I started building my little community down here in my new state. And then a year after that, I went back into the program. So that puts us in 2 years. So now that I'm back in the program, I started the program in December. I know. So I started the program in December, and I was going to be finished everything by, I was supposed to be finished everything by the end of March, but then coronavirus hit, and it pushed everything back. So here we are in August, and I go into surgery on August 19th. I finally got my date. I went through so much to get here. Like, it was so hard to get here, but I fought tooth and nail. And I am feeling anxious, excited, also a little nervous because of not even the surgery. Like, the surgery doesn't even really make me that nervous, to be honest with you. I'm not really that nervous over the surgery. It's coronavirus and the fact that I have to do this whole thing by myself. It won't be my first surgery, but it's a little nerve-wracking to know that you won't have family there when you wake up, and you just say goodbye to your family. Then you go to the hospital and you pray everything goes well, and then hopefully your family can just be there to meet you outside the hospital and pick you up. So I understand this for my safety and the safety of the of the other patients, but I figure why not do a blog on that, because this is a crazy time. So far I am, how many days away? I am 10 days away from surgery today, and I'm on a 2-week pre-surgery diet, which definitely has its ups and downs. And if anyone gets a chance to choose the hybrid. I would not suggest doing just the straight food because you'll get bored, or straight shakes, because I feel like, again, you'll get bored. But so I chose the hybrid diet with my dietitian, and which is 2 shakes a day and then 2 meals a day. What can I say about it? I never knew, like, no one ever like really got into it. Like, all the changes that you go through during this diet, like, who knew so many hormones and everything were associated with your liver? Like, the liver strengthening diet I get hangry a lot now. I'm a little bit tired. I'm exhausted most of the time just doing this diet. And I'm quarantined. I have been quarantined since I got my date about a week ago. I want to say a week and some change ago. So I've been quarantined for a while. And listen, anyone else who's been in quarantine, that quarantine 15 is real, okay? Thank God I didn't gain the whole 15, because I didn't need it, to be honest with you. I didn't 15. Did gain 7, but not 15. But it's real, because now you have to find something else to do with your time. Like, there's no snacking. But I've been keeping myself busy, surprisingly, just really staying centered. I have put up motivational pictures to keep me focused during this time, because it's difficult. It's difficult, especially when you come from months of quarantine and just snacking at will, and what am I going to eat today? Because that was all we could do. So I'm definitely finding different stuff to do. Some activities with the kids, and it's hard. This liver shrinking diet is very hard when you have a family, because the kids still need to eat. My father-in-law, husband, they still want to have their fast food and stuff, and you just ignore it, and you're like, this is a life change. Like, I keep just focusing on the goal. Like, that's the only thing I can do, is focus on the end result. Is definitely difficult. And I really decided I don't know if I'm going to make this public, but I decided to start this diary, because I want to remember where I was when I started. And I want to document the process, so I can, in the future, just see how far I've come. What else could I say? Manifestation. I'm just trying this whole manifestation thing. And also my inspiration, I don't know if anyone else could take this inspiration, but my inspiration has been that Beyonce video that she put out before she did that fantastic Coachella set. And she was talking about how she had to diet and drop weight after she had those twins, and how she blew up to over 200 pounds, and how she pushed her body. And I'm like, come on, girl. If Beyonce could push her body for that amount of time, you can do this for 2 weeks. So 10 days in, and I'm coming up with interesting recipes. One thing that I have learned how to do during this pandemic is, during this pre-op diet, seasoning. You can't use a lot of butter anymore. You're barely using any oil. So seasoning is your friend. My food has been seasoned to perfection. Let me just tell you, just pull out all the flavors. Try to get low sodium seasoning, but I'm not really a salt person anyway. But my food has been so good just with the seasoning. I've really had to play around with it. Thus far, my favorite meal I've made is veggie turkey burgers. I used 3 cups of vegetables in my turkey burgers. It is delicious. And I mixed that and then had it on the romaine lettuce. And romaine lettuce is bomb. The romaine lettuce, the big lettuce leaves, they are absolutely amazing. You should definitely get some. It definitely replaces bread, and I don't miss the bread with it. It was really good. But I am getting tired of salads. Last night I did last night was a hard one for me. So last night it was Saturday, so everyone wanted to order out. So the kids went to McDonald's, and I ordered from a local restaurant. And I had ordered a steamed lobster with 2 veggies on the side, with steamed veggies on the side. They called me up. They ran out of lobster and the veggies. So then that left me scrambling. So I made lamb chops. And surprisingly, 4 ounces of meat, that's a lot of meat. I would normally never eat this much meat in one sitting or vegetables, so it's hilarious because I'm a snacker. That is my Achilles heel is snacking. Well, was snacking. I'm not snacking anymore, but it's definitely snack. I'm a grazer. I will graze all day like a cow. But I don't like to sit down and eat a whole meal. I'm like a little kid. I don't want to sit down and eat a whole meal. So this has definitely been a challenge, but I feel like it's for the better, of course. But it's a lot of meat. There's a lot of meat at one time. You get a good amount of food when you have your meals. So that's why I said 2 shakes, 2 meals. Hybrid's the best because I would get bored with shakes and I feel like I would still be hungry. And food, I feel like I would be overwhelmed. And just if I did straight food, like the straight food pre op diet, that's too much thinking. Like I need some flexibility. So I'm loving the option that I chose of the hybrid. But day one, I'll be back.